morning, everyone, and welcome to News to My Fiancé with Morgan Jones and one DJ Ambush. Hello.
I've stopped myself multiple times from jumping in with a British accent, and I stopped myself because couldn't remember which way I wanted to,
Did you want to go?
Is it top of the morning, governor?
Yeah, or are you from the ends?
Or am I a roadman, you know?
Yeah. No, it's a challenge. When you're as well-versed in UK culture and lingo and the dialects, especially the dialects, you is a wide variety to pick from. And it's like, where do I go? This is something I feel like, much to his credit, Drake got a firm grasp of where he wanted to go linguistically. When he was trying on the UK culture? Yeah. I feel like he was pretty solid which direction he wanted to stick with. Did it land? You know?
Oh, are you leaving that? That's an open-ended?
That's open. That's the question of the day.
Is it?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Well, I was just trying to go for, I don't speak the Queen's English. But former British royal, what I learned today was that Prince Andrew, or former Prince Andrew's middle name is Mountbatten.
What are you talking about?
Mountbatten.
It's not a name. What do you mean Mountbatten? What's that?
Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Is that a second last name? I don't know. How does it work? Who's the Mountbatten?
Our UK listeners, let us know. Those tuning in from across the pond.
He got arrested today, y'all.
Cray.
That was the breaking news that I woke up to.
Cray.
A couple hours ago. And not for, probably what he should be arrested for.
Yeah.
No, let me take that back. Not probably. He has not been arrested for what he should be arrested for.
Yes, correct.
He has not been arrested for the alleged crimes that seem incredibly credible.
Right.
But he was arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. And I'll say this. One DJ Ambush.
Say it.
Oftentimes, when I watch a propaganda show, and when I say that, I do mean shout out to Dick Wolf and the entire Law and Order series.
Yeah.
Every iteration.
Yeah.
But they certainly give you an idea of why charges would not be the charge you are expecting.
Right.
And a lot of times it has to do with winning a case.
Yeah, yes.
A lot of times it has, is this a winner or a loser?
Is this a winnable case or not?
This is a real stinker, I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot with this. And then it's like, I'm not charging those things. And the police are upset because the police are like, but I found the crime.
I'm good police. We did good police work.
We did good police work. We did the thing. And then they're peeved because, the DA didn't charge what they think that they should get charged for.
Yeah, Carisi's like, bring me something I can work with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this to me very much seems like we can't get you for the thing that needs to be gotten for, so we're going to get you on something else. Mm-hmm. And when you are a rampant abuser of power, privilege, and wealth, it's interesting to see what they can find, And by that I mean a chargeable offense that isn't the thing you did.
Right.
Suspicion of misconduct in public office seems like something we could charge a lot of people with in the great United States of America.
I'd say.
And I feel like misconduct in public office should hold a weighty. I'm not looking for
penalty.
Yeah, because I'm like not looking for the word punishment, because I don't. Punishment does punishment, you know,
right.
Like it doesn't necessarily change anybody's behavior moving forward or get them to see that the thing they were doing was the wrong thing to do, you know?
Yeah.
But if we want, one, accountability. You have to be held responsible for the things that you have done. And so you don't get to be in public office anymore, right? Like there have to be consequences to the thing, instead of like, oh, you did an insurrection and you could run it back.
You're bringing that up again. Oh, my gosh. Morgan, that's all it ever is with
January
you.
6th.
January 6th. Insurrection. Guillotine for vice president. Gosh.
Yeah.
When are you going to let it go?
Probably not ever. Probably not ever.
Like, every time we pass a January, you bring it up.
Every time we pass the 6th.
Yeah. Easter, get here already. Come on. I need her to move on.
I mean, this is so I was telling Bree this morning, like, this is the king's brother.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I, clearly didn't grow up in a monarchy, paying attention to the monarchy in that way. I, don't. No kings or something over here in America.
Or something. I don't know. Or whatever they said in the song.
Yeah. Not going to miss my shot. Something like that. I don't know.
Or whatever Tyrese said in that song.
I don't know what just happened in my brain. You said Tyrese.
Yep.
In that one song, and immediately in my head, Ray J, One Wish starts playing. Don't know what happened. Not a part of the scenario or the equation. Anyway, this is the king's brother. It's also Prince, or no, not Prince. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's.
Yeah, Mr. Mountbatten.
66th birthday today.
He got locked up on his birthday?
Oh, birthday banger.
Hold up, fam. You know what? More power to the monarchy. Listen. They was like, listen, we told you. You didn't want to listen. You didn't want to listen.
You refused to listen.
We will lock you up on your birthday. Think we playing.
And then he was like, you must be playing. I'm the king's brother. Shout out to my girl Ella. One of the things that I was cracking up about previously is when he was stripped of his title. I thought that was a big deal, right? And supposedly, they're banishing him.
Yeah.
He's no longer in the big castle. He's got to live elsewhere. And she is deeply enthralled in and knowledgeable of this culture over there. And so I texted her and was like, whoa, stripped of his title? Like, that's got to be a move, right? And she was like, sure. I mean... Whatever. I mean, he's not in a public role anymore anyway, number one. So what does it matter? And two, like, yeah, they took him from one castle and put him in another. It's just a smaller castle, the cottage. Yeah, he's in the cottage that is a mansion.
He's in the cottage house. Yeah.
When your cottage has, 8 bedrooms, I feel like that's not a cottage make.
A cottage is, in my head, regardless of the stature of the family or the estate upon which it resides, a cottage sounds like a place I never want to be my residency. Like, I never want to live in a cottage. I don't want that for me. I don't like the consequences of me living in a cottage means I'm in a neighborhood where I'm not liked.
Interesting.
It's just in my, it's like, how did I get here? How did I get in this? What am I doing in this cottage? What project am I on? What are we doing? Who why did you guys pick this for the Airbnb for the retreat? Why? I don't know anyone. There's no black people. There's none of us around here.
Yeah,
we're at this cottage. You guys trying to kill me? Are you guys trying to take me out here?
Is this a horror movie?
What's going on? What happens at nightfall? Oh, I don't like this. No. Nope.
Michelle said, good landed gentry morning, apparently. Good morning, Michelle.
Morning, Michelle.
And AJ. Good morning, AJ. AJ said, good morning to my fave fiance.
Boom. They came in early with it.
And I think this is Dibs. Yep. Yeah. I hope when they shoved him in the police car, he was yelling about a succulent Chinese meal and they grabbed. Dibs. I had to stop myself.
Oh, Dibs.
Good work.
I'm gonna get my crunches in with Dibs.
Yeah, no, 100%. The ab work is gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
The laughs go crazy.
Succulent Chinese meal. Wowzers.
Yeah, Michelle said, how are UK royals getting more accountability than garden variety US fraudsters? And herein lies that rub.
Bruh.
What is happening? And I don't mean that like really like I'm flipping the table because this is happening. Yeah. Of course this is happening.
Of course it is.
Of course we are seeing certain things taken more seriously elsewhere, Someone is going to tell us that, you can't, there's a sitting president. You can't worry about what's going on. Okay. Why would I read a text while I'm talking? What is wrong with me?
The face I made, it was like, good point. You're making points.
I don't even know who this is, but the text says ambush. I think there are black hobbits now. A cottage is fine.
And you know what? For anyone
in the
watching,
Shire,
for anyone watching The Ring of Power, this is accurate. It's accurate.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's great. Oh, it's so good.
So many black hobbits, huh?
Well, there's more than there was before. There's more than was in Tolkien's original vision, or at least how it was portrayed in media. But yeah, that's, when you put it like that, cottage. Not so bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to be a hobbit to live in it?
Well, you did mention the Shire, and I'm going to tell you.
That's where the hobbits live, right?
How many Lord of the Rings movies have you seen from front to back?
0.
This is why I'm forever impressed with your knowledge. I knew the answer to that question before I asked it. I wanted to make a point to my listeners. This woman does not watch. She doesn't partake. But bam, Shire, right on it. Come on, man.
I mean, yeah, but there are other, I probably got that from something else.
You probably did, but you retained it.
Okay, talk to him.
Used it proper.
Thank you.
So I loved it.
Thank you very much.
Yes, of course.
I should let everyone know what we are going to talk about today. We do have stories, all local.
Oh my God.
2 big stories coming later. One. Is that elevator broken, or are you just hating me for being alive? Developer refuses to fix essential elevator to a pedestrian bridge for ever, I guess. Or just,
no update on it.
No update.
Hey.
So we'll get into that. And then, is this the remix? The Blazers need a new arena again.
Already?
Again. And, as a Portland original.
You are.
A Northeast Portland original.
An EP.
Gang, gang.
Yeah.
Please cue Sunshine. Okay, try it again. Sunshine Anderson's "Heard It All Before."
Yeah.
I remember
Such a good song.
I remember the big debate about how badly we needed a new arena, and the Coliseum was crumbling, and the Coliseum was unable to hold, the amount of fans that were needed. And that was absolutely true. And a new arena was needed. Mm-hmm. And that new arena did great things and terrible things. So, we're going to... just not going to be able to let go of that part of how badly it not just, left a lot of people without.
In the lurch?
In the lurch, if you will. So for me, I'm interested in different ways to finance things that, because I started my ticketing career at that very arena with that very team. And I understand the importance of having an arena that is a draw for other acts. Way less about your own sports team.
Right.
But it's a big deal to have a sports team. And we've got one. Wait, that's not true. Yeah.
One major league team?
We have two. Because Timbers is Major League Soccer. So we have a major league, and we have and we have two professional sports balls.
Major league sports balls. Yes.
But you don't say major league, do you?
They're all professional sports, no matter the division. They're all pro sports. But just can't think of the word that you're saying.
Yeah.
In gaming, we call it AAA.
No.
Somebody back me up. Come on.
I think that's a lie. I actually don't believe you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about today. MJ.
Yeah.
I wanna ask both you and our listeners. Well, I asked you last night, what was the biggest bed that you were aware of?
Yeah.
And you said the California King. And I would ask the listeners that. What is the big... And don't you get to Googling. Don't you dare.
Without a Goog.
Without a Goog, okay? Without a chat GPT.
And I want
on your phone.
I want to be clear. I took the to mean the biggest bed that's like you could go buy.
Yeah.
What's
the biggest bed? Yeah.
I'm in the market for a new mattress.
Right.
And or whatever. What's the biggest bed that you can go get? Right.
And you guys are probably wondering, Ambush, this is what you talk about at home. This is what you bring to the table for discussion in your homestead. And no, it's not. Not normally anyways, but of equal importance to other things that I bring up. So anyways, first off, big shout out to Women's Foundation of Oregon. And you're like, how does this work? Women's Foundation of Oregon, I'm currently on a podcast relationship with them right now, producing some content. And they're an amazing organization, first off. Super amazing. One of the things that they focus on is making sure that with all of this work that we're doing, that we're prioritizing self-care, and at the top of the list when it comes to self-care is getting good sleep. Now, I know what this sounds like. This sounds like I'm going into a read and I'm about to do some promo for a mattress, and I'm not. I'm not. That would have been really good, though. That was a good segue into an ad, but it's
a good
not
thing that we don't do that.
No, we don't. Yeah. Tune in for Monday nights for that type of shenanigan. However, they're always like, Morgan and Lily went on the retreat and came back, and they're talking about sleep hygiene. And I'm like, what is this phrase? Sleep hygiene. What's all this new stuff you guys are learning? This new age hippy dippy stuff. This Pacific Northwest new age stuff.
New age and hippy dippy at the same time is amazing.
This Northwest new age hippy dippy stuff.
Pacific Northwest granola sleep.
What is this?
What is this? You put granola on your bed and go to sleep?
Is that what you do? You sniff some granolas and then you go to bed?
Crush the granola.
Sleep hygiene. Different things like making sure you're not on your phone, limiting your screen time, things like that. But also, what's your mattress do? What does that mattress do? If you haven't invested in your mattress, how much good sleep are you really going to get? So it was just really amazing just watching these different conversations play out. We had 2 podcast sessions yesterday. And while we were on lunch break, the conversation started about someone getting a bed replaced. And someone mentioned, California King. And then there was a mention of a bed larger than that. And I'm like, well what are we talking about? What do you mean? California Kings take up the whole room. There's no bed larger than that. I'm going to check the text before I get into it. All right, did anyone have it? Oh, someone had the answer. Someone told us.
Oh, wow.
Okay, texter. Text us again with your name, or at least we want to call you on air. So, for those who don't know, standard king size bed, 76 inches by 80 inches. The California King is 72 inches by 84 inches. You're like, Ambush, what's bigger than that? The Wyoming King, which is 84 by 84.
A large square.
A huge square. Above the Wyoming King, of course, there was the Texas King.
Because what's bigger than Texas?
Hello.
Huh?
80 inches by 98 inches. And
so this one is that's for the longer folks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not getting more width, you're getting more length.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the bed that I was made aware of yesterday, the King of Kings, the Alaskan King bed. And yes, texter, you did get that right. The Alaskan King, 108 inches by 108 inches. My word. Big state. That's what we're doing. Saving you in the contacts is big state. What happened? I didn't want. Look like you were about to say something. I didn't want to cut you off.
You're right. I was trying to do the math. Is that 9 feet?
108 divided by 12. Where's my abacus?
Oh, okay, great.
All right, let's see.
The answer is yes.
All right. I'm going to move some of these beads to the left.
9 feet by 9 feet. Do you know that most
basketball courts are 10?
Okay, first of all, no, they're not.
Most hoops are 10?
What? Oh, you're high?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's what we talk about.
Well, yeah,
I should have said rim. I should have just said that.
Okay, but that just completely changes that does nothing for me spatially.
Oh, okay.
Like you've changed it to like height. I'm trying to a room.
Yeah.
A standard room is like 10 by 12, isn't it?
Bruh.
Like a bedroom?
Yeah.
What's a standard bedroom? Okay, come on, Google.
Now she's like, I got to get about the core.
Because, well, no, my thought is.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody said most people can't dunk on a 9-foot rim. You're right.
Well, that's definitely true.
Yeah. Holy crap.
It was the All-Star weekend this weekend.
Last weekend, yeah.
Yeah. What day is it? Oh, my
Today's
God, it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I have no idea what day. I don't know anything anymore. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to have a
Why would you know?
meltdown moment there.
Why would you know? Other than us being here, what other indication is there for you to know what day of the week
I'm
it is?
still confused that it's Thursday and I'm here. Is the
I am aware.
problem? Okay.
You know? Not to shut you down. I'm just saying, like, yeah, man. I am aware. Front and center.
Send help, I guess, is all I'm going for. A standard bedroom is 10 by 10
Right.
and 12 by 12, if you're lucky. So you mean to tell me that this bed is 9 by 9?
Bruh. The homie said, I make beds for a living. Never bigger than a cow king, though.
Oh, my God. Okay, stop. First of all, you make beds for a living? Scrap the show. Let's talk to you about all of that.
Yeah, that's pretty effing cool.
That's like...
Do you have one of the beds that you make at home? Is it like, I'm assuming you're a quality craftsman of beds.
A craftsperson.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the homies at WFO was saying they just, again, in this whole mattress conversation,
Yeah.
like, yeah, we just got a new mattress, da 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 da. It does the adjusting. And immediately, two of us in the room were like, is it split? Because
Yeah.
my whole thing is, if you're going to get an adjusting bed, and it's not split,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
That, but then also that split is a little weird.
Yeah, definitely. For sure.
You know, if you sleep towards the middle, are you on the line? And now you're...
You're definitely on the line.
I want to know so much more about making beds right now. But a serious question is,
I'm sorry.
my parents have a California king bed because they're silly.
Yeah.
And
Well, your dad was tall. Your dad's tall.
My dad is tall.
Yeah.
He is also not tall enough to need a longer bed.
Yeah.
His feet aren't, okay, I'll just say this. His feet ain't dangling off that California king.
That's why.
Does the California king give you length or?
Yeah.
Oh, it gives you length, not width?
It gives you length and width.
Oh.
Over a regular king, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, they don't need it. And it's too high for them.
They don't need it.
They don't need it. It's too high for both of them at this point. And I hate that bed. But here's my thing.
It's a bad actor.
Yes, their bed is a bad actor. Buying bedding for them, I have only been able to really consistently find California king bedding at like Ross.
Oh my God. I never thought about how often you guys are buying bedding, and that's a California king.
Yeah.
Trying to track that down.
And at one point,
Wow.
In buying some of the bedding, one of the cashiers was like, yeah, I guess we they stopped making California king mattresses. So they're no longer really making the bedding in the same way.
Right.
I never did any looking into this. I have no idea if this is true or not. This was what she was saying.
The secretary said they made their bed and their daughter's bed. That's fire. That's fire.
Come on. That's
awesome.
incredible.
Yeah, right? That's so cool.
Imagine being able to say of a quality bed, not just stuff some feathers in a flannel shirt.
Yeah. And sewed it up.
Like my parents made me my bed.
Right?
That's amazing.
That's the thing you don't know is cool till you hear it. It never crosses your mind. I'd like
that
to be
somebody would be making your
their
own
kid's
bed. Yeah,
Come on. You're listening to X-Ray FM at KXRY Portland at 91.1 and 107.1 FM, and in the Halen Wheeler, Manzanita, and Rockaway Beach at 91.7 FM, streaming online everywhere at xray.fm.
So they basically said they're not making these anymore. So the bedding we basically just get all the California king bedding. We're the ones where you can get this. Now, This was in, Vancouver, Washington. So, I don't know
Yeah.
if she means there or if she means everywhere.
MJ, let me ask you this. Given the lavish lifestyle that you are chasing by pursuing this career in talk radio and podcasting, once you have achieved that, right?
Yeah. Which part?
Well,
The lap of luxury?
you haven't cracked the peanut, but you're well on your way, huh? Sans exploitation, which is why you're on your way, because it's been rough. Ethical billionaire, and who gets that? So anyway,
Literally no one.
right. You're gonna prepare. I hope you're prepared for a struggle.
Okay.
So while you're on that path, right?
Yeah.
What is the bed of your choices? You could choose if any bed. That means the room would be adequate for the bed.
Yeah.
You know, it was not like you're gonna get a California King and put it in a studio room. No.
It's proportional.
It's proportional to the master bedroom of your desire, and this master bedroom has both his and her bathrooms. It's got his and her walk-in closets. You know, it's the thing. Are you going after the Alaskan? Are you doing that?
Absolutely not.
You don't want to swim to the edge of your bed to get out?
First of all, that's built for family living in a yurt. A huge yurt.
Where it's both the bed and the floor.
It's the bed, it's the floor. You put the fridge on it. The dog sleeps there. Like, what do you mean 9 by 9? What's the frame of that?
Yeah, that's a serious
How do you
frame.
to build it and put it in your house? Like, nah.
Yeah.
Also, I just don't need the excess. You know, like that's a lot. That's too much space. If it's not getting used, like what's the point? I don't want an Alaskan. You can go ahead and tell me if that is a part of your dream on your quest. You didn't hear my question?
No.
Oh, I said, sorry. You tell me what's your dream on that.
I want the Alaskan King.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I don't know what we call the show if we're not fiancés anymore.
We definitely still call it that because we'll still be, Yeah, I want the Alaskan King. Yeah, because then I got the biggest bed. I'm sorry. I phrased that wrong.
I wish you guys
Let me run it back.
See how big his smile is.
Let me run it back
now.
I want the Alaskan King because then we have the biggest bed. Huh?
Oh, yeah, that didn't make it better at all.
No.
Not even a little.
No.
Yeah. I want you to hearken back seconds ago when you asked me the question and then you, as I was answering, I think you stopped listening.
Sorry, Blobfish distracted me.
I said, I don't want the excess, right?
What if you
so
don't have to make
idea that the reason you want it is to have the biggest bed sounds contradictory to the goal.
Babe, I laid it out. We're on the way to a B-nut, okay? Our lifestyle has to reflect that. There was a tumbler in the driveway, and we got the Alaskan King.
And what I'm saying is
bedroom.
This sounds like separate homes.
What I'm saying is, it sounds like you're in a cottage.
It sounds like you live alone. That's what it sounds like. And I am very curious to hear what it's like to be in an Alaskan King bed.
She's like, it sounds like you're a fiancé bachelor.
Yeah.
And
like, does the CPAP sleep next to you? There's right in the bed.
That's a good point. I'm going to have to double up the hoses.
Yeah, because what if you take a roll? What if you just roll 9 feet?
So our mattress maker,
yes,
our mattress making fiance, hit us with the major key.
Okay.
The Alaskan King is for the polyamorous.
There it is.
Boom.
A harem.
Well, what were we thinking? So
I was right in the beginning. It's for a yurt, but it's all, no. And so I believe that everything I said makes sense.
Yeah. Blobfish. So this is my bed. It's a queen. Obviously, there's no way I can get anything bigger. An Alaskan king will be the whole room. Thank you, Blobfish. That's
so I have had a queen bed most of my life,
man.
and I love it there. However, I would not be mad at a king size bed when I think that you and I could use a bigger bed.
Sure.
I would.
Wait, we don't have a king?
No.
It's a queen?
Yeah.
All right. So it's not much I know.
Jeez.
Yeah. I thought it was a king.
It shows a lot, actually. Like never mind.
I don't read the sheets. I just make the bed.
You don't buy the sheets. That's where I was going.
Time for a music break. That's woman's work.
That's what literally the very first thing I thought was, if you don't know the size of the bed, you've never bought a pair of sheets for
There's
this bed.
There's a whole song about it. It's called This Woman's Work. And that's and that's what it's about. Okay? Morgan. Huh? Get with the now. And it's also a remake. It's not even the original. She should really be familiar with that song. Yeah.
I think that both AJ and Michelle are familiar with what my face is doing right now. And I'm awesome, so I'll just wait it out for that music break.
Right.
I'll just wait it out. Okay. Me doing this woman's work.
Oh, it's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna jump into music break, and I am going to shop for bedding on Amazon.
No.
Welcome back to News of My Fiancé with Morgan Jones and DJ Ambush right here on X-Ray FM. Join the conversation. Shoot us a text at 971-220-5979. Again, that is 971-220-5979. Look here, man. That was an absolute jam. Like, jam of jams.
Jam of jam.
Especially, and I know you're going to feel me on this, especially at the house parties. What? The house parties, the basement parties, the garage parties, wherever y'all were having parties, where the parents were like, all right, all you and your friends, y'all go in there. And you was allowed to have the lights off. And it was the light coming from whatever little, fixture you had going on.
See, this is how
maybe there was like a lava lamp. Generation. Maybe there was like the TV was on to create light. Maybe like the stereo system had some light coming off it. Basement window bringing some light in. A little bit of light. When Steelo dropped, that's when all the mingling stopped. That's when all the side conversations stopped. And people went to the floor to dance. Because the ladies is doing the moves from the video. Everybody's rapping Missy's part. Like, it's a group situation. We're all involved in Steelo. Like, and then after that, and this is me speaking from a DJ standpoint, that set me up to be able to play whatever I wanted after that. Like, Steelo is like a party button. Ooh, okay, all right. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put my drink down real quick. Ooh, and then after that, it's go time. Now, balls have been dropped. In early ambush days. Okay. Yeah, you find out pretty quickly. You don't follow Steelo 702 with anything from Wu-Tang. You just can't. You can't make that leap. And you're looking at me now like, of course you couldn't. But we're talking like, when did this come out? This is like, come on. Early days.
I'm looking at you like, why would you?
Yeah, well, the backpack was too heavy at times.
The backpack does get pretty heavy.
Yeah. Blobfish says, if you're thinking Blobfish is active today, you'd be correct. I got the crud that's been going around. Oh. I'm taking a sick day. At this rate, maybe 2. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands and don't trust hackers. Always words of wisdom from Blobfish. Wash your hands, you guys.
All the healing, positive energy your way, Blobfish.
Heck yeah.
I hope you start feeling better soon.
Yeah. He also said, I got to get a sample of that MJ groan at the end there. Don't you worry, Blackfish. I'll make sure to serve more of those up for you. I'll get them all teed up. But yeah, man.
Michelle said, yes, that silence was a whole Morgan facial expression of silence. Like, yeah? I knew you would know. I knew it.
Billy Joe said, I'm comfortable in my full bed, but I like a queen bed. Or two.
4-2.
4-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoy the show. Going on a bike ride soon. All right, Billy
Ooh,
Joe,
enjoy your bike ride. Also,
Ooh.
so cold outside.
I like that bed frame.
Oh. Wait, is that Billy Joe's bed?
Yeah. The other one was a Blobfish, and Blobfish said it makes what the mattresses go on, and not the mattresses themselves. So the frame, yeah,
the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bed frame.
Wow.
I love a post bed. I believe that's what
it's
called.
A post bed. Yeah.
And I have, I love the idea of a canopy bed. Like I absolutely.
Oh, that's the top part?
With fabric coming down.
All
I
right.
absolutely love the idea
All
of
right.
it.
She of Winterfell. I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
As long as you understand the regalness that comes with it, you know?
More of a reason why you should want an Alaskan king, babe. Because then there's space for you and Nymeria in the bed.
I wouldn't sleep with Nymeria in the bed.
Oh.
That's not Nymeria would be able to sleep in
At the foot of the bed.
a very wonderfully mini bed, same bed.
Maybe her own full size
But
bed.
her own bed.
Across the room.
Absolutely.
Okay, I like that.
Can't sleep in the bed with a dire wolf.
No, you can't. You're asking for it.
I mean,
A
one
dirty
night
bed
terror.
at the very least. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. At the very least, there's outside feet on the bed. So,
Thanks for getting in agreement with me.
yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot. Totally. I'm not for pets.
Anyway, I was going to say I love the idea of a canopy bed, but I have never lived anywhere that really made sense to have one.
We'll be there soon, babes.
Okay. It will not be an Alaskan king.
An Alaskan king canopy? That's a bit much. Who would want that?
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
where I
do,
draw
in fact,
the line.
have a line.
I do.
I don't. You just want the biggest bed, not the biggest canopy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Don't. That's like, all right, buy
Send
a watch. Don't
Help.
throw all the ice on it. It's good as it is. Don't got to be dazzle everything. Alaskan king. That's enough.
Do you want to go first or shall I?
What are we talking about here?
Which story do you want to do?
Yes, I'm going to jump into that elevator story. But before we do, I have a production note for you.
Oh,
Where is my clock?
shoot.
Guys,
I almost cursed.
Morgan
do I have my
is
second phone?
usually responsible for giving me a show clock
It's
that I
true.
can look at while I'm facing
I didn't
her.
do any of my jobs
And
this morning.
and it's her second cell phone. And what have I been doing? I've been having a rubbernecking back and forth all morning. Trying to look at the time.
I need my purse.
All right. Well, I'll get it for you. You guys want to know? You guys want to really know what news of my fiance is? It's this. All right. So
What's that mean? Me messing up and you saying something about it?
no, it's us just making it work. MJ.
Sorry, I didn't know where you were going. It's been a wily morning with you.
You know where I'm going. Alaskan kissing.
See what I'm saying?
All right.
Wily.
I need y'all to stay with me on this one, all right? Because the story it sounds small, but it's not. I promise you. This is about an elevator, a real one. Steel cables, buttons, doors that close, all of that good jazz. Near Union Station in Northwest Portland, there's a pedestrian bridge connecting folks along Northwest Nato Parkway to the rest of the city. Groceries, medical offices, transit, jobs, an active adult life. The bridge only works if the elevators work.
The bridge only works if the elevators work for many people.
Yeah, for many folk.
Yeah, and especially for those that are have any sort of mobility issue.
Mm-hmm. There are 2 elevators attached to this bridge, one on each side. And would you believe it? Neither one of them are working. They're currently down. Now here's where it gets messy. Here's where it gets wicked. Because it's 2 different entities, 2 different responsibilities, and somehow 0 accountability. The East Side elevator, the one that is legally responsible, legally a responsibility of Union Station B LLC, owned and managed by DBG Properties. That elevator has been out of service for nearly 2 years. Two of them.
I mean, real quick, years? Years.
Yes. Not waiting on a part, not weather damage, not working for 2 years. Now, the West Side elevator sits on land owned by the city's development arm, Prosper Portland. Yep. That one is also down.
No.
They say it's vandalism. Okay, I'm not sure what kind of vandalism. Is the wiring ripped out? Fire damage? Control panel destroyed? Were the Ninja Turtles fighting in it?
Oh, maybe it's the Captain America scene.
Did they film that in that elevator?
Yeah, maybe
because
they
then
used that elevator for Cap.
Yeah.
To beat like 12 people.
Yeah.
It was already, I feel like, weight capacity was over.
They film a lot of stuff here. So if that's the Winter Soldier elevator, then we need to know.
Couldn't remember
you know?
which movie it was.
Either way, we didn't get specifics. We just got vandalism and working on it. Working on it for how long? Because when you zoom out, here's what's actually happening. Over 1,000 apartments and condos sit on the wrong side of a staircase. If you use a wheelchair, you're blocked. Walker, blocked. Recovering from surgery, blocked. Senior with limited mobility, blocked. People have been physically carried up and down those stairs. Like, think about that. In 2026, in one of the wealthiest cities in the state, in the neighborhood surrounded by development money, and don't let anyone pretend this is some impossible engineering puzzle. It's an elevator. This is not new tech. This isn't a mystery. This is mismanagement. At the same time, this access point has been down. TriMet is facing a massive budget shortfall and has proposed potential service cuts across the system, including possible changes to Line 16. Those proposed cuts are tied to system-wide ridership and funding gaps. They are not officially linked to this elevator situation. But let's be adults for a second. If you physically block access to transit infrastructure for 2 years and then cite ridership trends to justify service reductions, what exactly are we measuring? Because people can't ride what they can't reach.
Right? I mean,
hello. So here's what we have. A private developer responsible for one elevator, not fixing it. A city development agency responsible for the other, not fixing it. A transit agency staring at budget deficits, considering cuts. And residents, they're carrying groceries, carrying walkers, carrying each other. At some point, we have to stop calling this coincidence. When an elevator that determines whether disabled or low-income residents can access food, healthcare, and transit sits broken for 2 years, that's not a maintenance issue. That's a values issue. Because in the city that can fast-track luxury developments, rezone entire neighborhoods, and move mountains for private investment, we somehow can't move on an elevator. Nah, that's not dysfunction. That's a decision. And if your city only works when you can climb stairs, drive a car, or lawyer up, then it doesn't work. Fix the elevators, enforce the agreements, stop studying the problem and solve it. Because access delayed for 2 years isn't inconvenience, it's exclusion. It's disgusterating.
Oh, new word. Who this?
New word alert. Kyle, clip it.
Y'all.
Bruh.
Y'all. A broken elevator. 2 years of a broken elevator.
Bruh.
Now, here's what really grinds my gears on this one, Ambush, is that in the investigative reporting, they, of course, go to DBG Properties or whatever that was called.
Right.
And all they got was, we will not comment on this. And I don't mean all we got as in that reporter didn't do their job.
Right.
I mean,
right.
somehow that is the response that residents get. That is the response that an investigative journalist gets.
Right.
I gotta believe that's the response the city gets.
And somehow that's acceptable.
Because what do you mean this hasn't, I mean, yo, why are you not, what are we talking about? How is that company not being fined? Like, I don't know what exactly, what they are able to enforce.
Right.
What I do know is that they are able to enforce.
Right. This is a public safety issue.
This is a public safety issue. This is a quality of life issue.
Yep.
This is a access to transit cannot be the selling point of your development. And then also not have any.
Right.
Because any housing by Union Station is talking, like, they are telling you we're next to all transit.
Right.
Get anywhere in the city.
That's
right
wild.
from your doorstep.
That's so wild.
We cannot be serious about having pedestrian bridges, which are incredibly important. Incredibly important. Must have. Need more.
Right. Right.
Incredibly important. But you cannot be serious that in order to access that bridge, you have to be able to climb many stairs. Certainly not in that. I mean, the amount of people that are lower income and disabled living in that area is high.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is no way that my mom would be able to go up a large flight of stairs.
She's stranded, bro. That's not
She
happening.
literally would be stranded.
It's not happening. It's one thing to get all that energy together to get out the house.
Right.
To go about your day solo with any mobility issues, right?
Yes.
And now, this elevator still isn't working. We're into the second year of this. I haven't even seen anybody working on this. Like, there's no cones or anything. There's no big trucks delivering a new elevator. I haven't seen any activity here. Let me just walk down the street.
I'm seeing no activity. I'm getting no response from anyone. I mean, it's not as if the residents aren't like, hey, is anybody going to fix that elevator? I can't get to the rest of the... I mean,
get to the city.
The way that some of the residents were explaining it, we have to go half a mile this other way, or we have to go a quarter mile this way.
Yeah.
And we're talking about walking that distance to be able to get to transit.
All right, just to be able to cross at those different locations. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
So, like, again, I'm just completely stymied at the ability for any private company who has received development breaks and you've received tax breaks or money from
Yeah.
to build here. But you have no responsibility to the tenants. You have no responsibility to any of the things you're responsible for. You can literally just say no comment.
Yeah.
We're not talking about this today. Holler back when you want to. What do you mean the city isn't enforcing any of the...
The first thing that popped in my head when I was talking to Morgan about the story last night was, again, where are the consequences? Where's the? It's not like the city is like, hey, this is such a small thing. You know, there's so many bigger issues that we're working and we're tackling right now. We're working on, like, we just don't have time for elevators. But then you look around and you guys aren't handling the big issues either. So at the very least, whatever the big 2 or 3 issues for you, whatever those are, you're not tackling that. Can you at least take care of the small issues, the little things? So we have been working on removing that little gray area, that benefit of the doubt that's given to people through media as they're reporting on things, the alleged, this needs to be looked into. We don't want to jump to any conclusions. Like MJ said in the story that was so well written that I read. So many coincidences here. And I'm telling you right now, prepare yourselves. Prepare thine selves. 2026, you are getting peak level conspiracy theory ambush. I'm telling you right now, it all fits together. Okay? There are too many departments at play, too many organizations in concert for this not to mean this is a move. You're cutting them off from public transportation. You're cutting them off from all of these different things that they need. Like you said, quality of life.
Yeah.
You're trying to make it so it's not really, doesn't really work for them to live over there.
Right.
Where are they going to go? Better yet, who do you want to bring in?
I mean, I'm hearing, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. You're
And
smelling what I stepped in.
Really, absolutely hate that phrase.
Carlos, he's
yeah,
great. He's
I
great.
don't know why it needed to.
Sorry.
It's just, I just don't understand. I mean, what are we doing? Anyway.
It's such a
Whether intentional or not, for me, the outcome is the same, right?
Yeah.
That residents have been without access for nearly 2 years to a more livable existence.
Yeah.
And that should never fly. Like, that should not be something like how is you're not compliant with ADA
Yeah. Regulations.
regulations. So like,
You're not
in trouble from that alone? Like,
Yeah.
you
You should be fined left and right.
Should
out
be.
the wazoo.
Should be, because this is literal exclusion. You
Yeah.
are making it impossible for some people to be able to live their life after being, like, literally, I'm on the wrong side of the track.
Right.
What?
You're not even worried about the optics of that. Like, you're not even concerned about the optics.
And that's what's really grinding my gears, is that this there's no public declaration of a violation. Like, you need to be, that company should be known. We should all know their name so that we don't rent from them.
Yeah.
So that we don't, when their name comes back up in front of city council needs to know that, this is the group that be doing wild stuff. Like, that's what some of this reporting needs to be for, is so that we can actually learn from these experiences.
Yeah, we need investigative reporting. What is this organization? What is this company? Who's behind them? How many contracts do they have? What are the conditions of the other properties that they have? There needs to be
all of that, yes. But I mean,
I was just thinking from a media standpoint. I'm sorry.
A lot of that work is done. I don't mean all of it, but I mean the investigative report that was done gives us the information that they are not holding up their end of the bargain. The city is not holding up their end of the bargain. Neither one of them are accountable to anybody, apparently. Like, that alone is the kind of thing that should radicalize folks.
Yeah.
Because our city, it seems very intent on waste, right? Like, I didn't get to read it, but one of the texts said, like, tell the new Blazer owner we recycle, reduce, and reuse here. So you're going to have to come up with your own money for your arena.
Was that AJ?
Was it? I didn't get to read the whole thing.
That was AJ.
Yeah, shout out to AJ always. Yeah, like, you're going to have to come up with your own money type thing. Like, we should not be, we shouldn't be in a position where we don't know who is harming us when it is known that they are harming us.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right.
Like, the city has no business not holding that company accountable, and we have to hold the city accountable.
Right.
So pressure has to go on whatever arm of Prosper Portland that has yet to fix, because what you can't tell me is vandalism
That ain't it, bro.
is a reason to close it if we're not talking at all about how quickly we can get that fixed. Nobody's giving a projection for what it looks like to change this. You know what I mean?
If the other side of the elevator doesn't work, this side of the elevator just becomes a clubhouse.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and for all of the livability issues, especially that politicians talk about downtown, does livability only mean there might be someone who does fentanyl somewhere, and because of that, it's no longer a livable city?
Right.
Like,
no longer a livable part.
This makes it an unlivable city for 1,000 residents.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not the full 1,000. I'm not saying everybody needs the bridge and the elevator, but
they should have access.
They should have access
it should be an
to
option.
it.
Yeah.
And the way that my brain works is just the amount of scenarios that just started running, because it's like, we make a point to say doctor's appointments and groceries and being able to get to transit. If you're thinking about, you're already in a position of a mobility issue, you may even have a couple of different routes. You know what I mean? Maybe some days you don't go down certain streets because it's just way too much. The cracks are too much for the walker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you may already have workarounds. Somebody who just had surgery, who does not have previously had even a thought about that elevator.
There's no workaround.
You know what I'm saying? You break a leg and you've never had to use that elevator, and now all of a sudden you have no way out of your area of town.
Yeah. Because
you can't walk the half a mile or the quarter mile in this moment. Like, and I'm not... This is incredibly upsetting to me because there are just too many reasons.
Yeah.
That this should have been fixed, and there is no good reason that it hasn't.
Yeah, no comment should not be an option.
No comment should not be an option. Vandalism should not be an option. Like, what I'm looking at is blight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you guys have allowed it to become something because it sat for 2 years, and you're letting it rot.
And that serves a purpose.
And that serves a purpose. For sure. But it certainly doesn't serve your people, and it doesn't make you a city that works. And you certainly don't get to be a developer here, just going over to the next. Maybe I'll just cross the river and do the same thing on the other side.
Right.
Like, they absolutely have to be held accountable. Sorry.
Dibs said the city and building owners live in Cahoots County. Dibs.
Well, you win. You win the day with that one.
Blobfish said, I'm ready for PCA. Peak conspiracy ambush.
Oh, gosh.
The funny thing is, some well-researched conspiracies aren't really conspiracies in reality. There's just no explicit connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm watching a lot of X-Files.
Such a great show.
And
amazing show.
The truth is out there.
It is.
You know?
It is.
I'm here for a conspiracy ambush.
All right. I'm here for a music break.
Do it.
It's quite the R&B morning. I'll tell you that much. Welcome back to News of My Fiancé with Morgan Jones and DJ Ambush. Shoot us a text message. Join the conversation. That text message number that you were waiting on is 971-220-5979. Again, 971, stored in your contacts, 220-5979. Shout out to our fiance, P-Town. You know,
What up, P-Town?
Trying to crack the case, sis. We're going to, fix that ridiculousness. And also, that was the wrong version of One Wish. That was the album version. That's not the instrumentation I was looking forward to. Then there was that whole intro that took up a lot of time. Raymond J, I'd like for you to not do things like that.
Did you just call him Raymond J?
I did. Is that what the Ray is short for? Is it Raymond?
It is.
Yeah, all right.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, come on.
But the J, I think, comes because he's a junior.
Oh.
Because his name is actually William.
Oh.
It's William Raymond Norwood Jr.
Okay.
AKA Brandy's little brother.
Brandy's little brother.
Is what you really should know him as.
That's what I should just call him.
Yeah.
Brandy's brother.
And he did. He had one wish, apparently, when he was around 24 years old, singing to somebody, talking about 8 years ago, we got together. Yeah. Is that true?
16.
Yeah, I just feel like it's a lie.
Yeah, I do. I think it's a lie.
What I should have looked up is who wrote that song.
Yeah. Brian Michael Cox.
Oh, very likely.
Yeah.
Very likely.
Yeah.
Great songwriter.
Yeah. Incredible.
Let's jump into the Blazer story real quick.
Oh, yeah.
If we can.
Yeah.
Because, I got thoughts, opinions. Because, again, heard this one before.
Yeah.
This whole thing feels a little like deja vu for me. But more than that, per usual. So Portland voters created the Portland Clean Energy Fund, PCEF, to fund climate justice.
Hello.
Not courtside lounges, not luxury suites, not billionaire bargaining chips at all. Back in 2018, voters approved a 1% tax on large corporations. The promise was clear. Fund climate resilience, green jobs, and direct investments into communities of color, low-income residents, and elders. The city thought it might bring in around $60 million a year, and from that tax, and it's bringing in closer to $200 million a year. So that's about, 1.7 billion and counting.
Whoa. Nothing to sneeze at.
No, and now that there's real money sitting in that fund, everybody has ideas on how to spend it. Mayor Keith Wilson has floated taking at least $75 million from PCEF to help reinvigorate the Moda Center, which is the home of the Portland Trailblazers. Again, as a Northeast Portland original, I got a big problem calling that place the Moda Center, and I also have a problem. Maybe I'll just
Good.
maybe finish the story.
Yeah.
Climate justice money is likely not for NBA arena upgrades,
No.
and this is happening under the familiar pressure campaign that the team might leave the city if the city doesn't help fund more than $500 million in improvement. When the arena, then called the Rose Garden, was built in the 90s, the deal was pitched as mostly private financing. You got a billionaire, Paul Allen. You got private bonds. No big burden on taxpayers. But when the revenues didn't match projections, the holding company walked away from the arena debt through bankruptcy, leaving the creditors in control and the team operational, and a whole bunch of people in the lurch. That's the same pattern that we're seeing now. The risk gets offloaded, but profit and leverage get kept close. And for everyday workers, like folks who were laid off from the arena operations in the early 2000s, when the business just sort of, they forgot they needed to have other stuff there. Those are real consequences. And let's be honest about what upgrades are. We're not talking about a crumbling building like the way the Coliseum appeared to be, although they do still hold events there all the time right now. Yeah. We're talking about like premium seating expansions. We're talking VIP club spaces. We're talking technology upgrades like a bigger Jumbotron and revenue maximizing renovations. How can we get more high paid tickets in the same building without making the building bigger?
Oh, gosh.
In other words, new ways to extract more money from the same fans, and we're being asked to use climate justice dollars to subsidize that. At the same time, there's a ballot initiative backed by the Portland Police Association that would permanently divert 25% of PSEF funds, roughly $50 million a year, to police hiring.
Insane. Blood-curdling, infuriatingly insane.
Climate funds, community funds, on the chopping block for policing and pro sports. And what's wild to me is how fast the rules bend when powerful institutions just want access. Like all of a sudden, when renters ask for cooling during heat waves, funds are maybe allocated. But when elders need weatherization, funds are tight.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, those windows we promised you. You're not going to be able to do that.
No.
Oh, you got some drafty doors? But when billion-dollar franchises and police unions step up, suddenly the conversation is flexible. And that means that this isn't about budget math. It's about who gets the urgency. And PSEF was designed for communities that have historically been excluded from investment.
Right.
If we turn it into a political piggy bank, every time someone powerful knocks on the door, does voter intent ever even matter? And if the voter intent doesn't matter, then what exactly are we doing here?
Right.
This is incensing for me for multiple reasons. Like, I cannot imagine sitting anywhere near being in charge of this money and something coming across my desk from the PPA saying, actually, we deserve some of that money. Give us 25% of that money. You want to know what they want that money for, Ambush?
Hiring.
They want $50 million a year for hiring. You have open spots right now. Fill them. What do you need the money for? Recruitment?
Right. Higher bonuses.
You need $50 million to hand pamphlets out?
The police have the highest budget they've ever had.
Yearly at this point.
Right. And what we keep seeing, administration after administration, budget year after budget year, they want more, they want more, they want more, they want more.
They need, urgent, need.
What we're not seeing is an increase in public safety. What we're not seeing is an increased quality of life. What we're not seeing is what they told us giving them more money would result in. There is no return in investment here. There's no ROI on these dollars that we've been giving the police. At what point does it just come fiscally responsible for our leadership to just say, hey, we notice we've just been pouring money down this funnel for decades. not getting the return that this money is supposed to be giving us, maybe we pause. Whatever your budget is now, it sits there for the next 5 years. We are not going to add any more to it. We're not going to have any conversations. I don't care what fund gets uncovered. I don't care what money gets found behind whose desk. It does not belong to you. Work with what you have. If you don't have enough, sell one of those planes. Sell the bomb robots. Sell the segways, the tanks, the segways. Maybe. You're getting enough seizures, right? I got an ad on Instagram.
Oh no.
Because I'm a DJ. They gave me an ad to go to a police auction to buy sound equipment.
Oh, never even thought about that.
Never crossed my mind. Never crossed my mind. Never should there be a conversation about y'all getting another cent. Every single time money is discovered anywhere, no matter what it's allocated to, you're the first one begging.
What I'm hearing is the police are the welfare queens.
They are. They are. And they give us nothing. And it's not even like I want you to crack more heads. You're just not doing whatever you said you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it'd be cool if you solved a crime.
Single.
Michelle said, how about we anchor the acceptable state of dilapidation for our stadiums to the worst pedestrian bridge elevator in Portland and go from there?
Hello.
I mean,
hey.
Might actually have a working elevator for a second.
Hello.
The police will take it, though.
I am so, there's a level of me being impressed with the amount of money that is in the PSEF fund.
Yeah.
But also alarmed with the amount of money that's in the PSEF fund. Because as this continues to grow, it's just going to keep getting more and more attacks like this. Mayor Wilson, I said it in the kitchen last night when we were discussing this, he shouldn't be able to run a convenience store.
Let alone
the city. You want to take $75 million from PSEF. Do you know what PSEF is? Because last time I checked, you do make a point to be front and center in front of community-based organizations. You get to that podium real quick to say words to show that you understand and connect with the work that these organizations are doing. And then you want to take $75 million from PSEF towards this situation, towards the Motor Center, towards the Trailblazers. We have $1.7 billion. What is being done with that money to address the things it was allocated for? I don't understand. How are we chilling on all of this money everywhere we turn around? Housing dollars, $106 million.
Housing dollars of $106 million, and people are being evicted left and right for not being able to pay exorbitant rents in places that used to cost nothing to live.
January 2026 marks the largest numbers of evictions within the last 5 years. It's like 2,700, and I can't remember the other two numbers. Eviction notices that went out. Number of evictions that went out in January. It's the highest in 5 years. And we got 106 million sitting somewhere, chilling for people to this. And the cops went after that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They went after that too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They want the money so that they can, I don't know, just harass the newly homeless folks.
Right.
Who didn't get the rental assistance they needed to stay in their home.
Shouldn't y'all be the ones saying, hey, if these people were off the street, there'd be less crime. Our jobs would be easier. No,
they're not going to say that because it isn't true either. It doesn't mean there'd be less crime. It'd be less visible. Yeah. And that's all.
Yeah. Well, I was referring to just,
I just
you're right.
am making the distinction. I'm not saying that you were wrong. That is just...
Yeah. Police mind.
Know, right. Yeah. That's all I'm trying to say. Is that it's literally, if you... I I really very much struggle with people who are like, I'm a good cop and I have a criminal justice degree and I have, studied this. And none of them understand. I'm not none. I'll say this. Every single cop that I have ever talked to about this very specific thing that has also said they had a degree in criminal justice somehow doesn't know that poverty is a part of crime. Somehow they don't understand that the less resources a person has, the more they have to do.
It's even worse than that, in that those same police officers that have the criminal justice background, they'll tell you they have the criminal justice background. They'll tell you that they do understand, and then tell you that there's nothing they can do about it. Which to me means if there's nothing you can do about it, you've communicated to me that your job is pointless. I mean, you literally told me the work that you're doing is not going to accomplish what it's being sold to us as, and you have a criminal justice degree to prove it. You can relate. You know what I'm talking about. Relatable content. So why are you copying? Why are you an arm of the state? I don't, You're listening to X-Ray FM at KXRY Portland at 91.1 and 107.1 FM, and in the Halem, Wheeler, Manzanita, and Rockaway Beach at 91.7 FM, and streaming online everywhere at xray.fm.
I don't know how we're going to get this, or I'm going to get this done, because I don't have control of my life right now. But I feel like this particular story needs a better explanation for folks who didn't live here when we already did this with the Rose Quarter. I worked there during the time of the bankruptcy, of the splitting from the Blazers, and then it's a different company, and then somehow Paul Allen is able to quietly buy back the arena under Vulcan after, claiming bankruptcy, and all of those shareholders, which was like teachers' pensions. Just get caught holding the bag.
And you said labor unions too, right?
Yeah, I mean, they became the owners of the Rose Quarter, which was going bankrupt, right? Like it. So anyway, I gotta figure out how to do this, because these financial models, it is important to have an NBA team to a city. Absolutely, it is.
For sure.
And they have, there are absolutely upgrades and all of those things that arenas need to have to be in competition with other arenas to host certain kinds of events. You cannot be the host of an NCAA tournament, which they're trying to bid to do for 2030, if you don't have any, you don't have enough hotels around. You can't host an all-star weekend in Portland at this point. And if you want to be, you got to do a whole lot of other stuff, but you need to be a rich person figuring out how to get your rich friends to pay for that. Right. That's not us. Public work.
That's not us, B. That's not on us.
Thanks for listening.
The show was made possible by Morgan Jones and DJ Ambush, and our illustrious podcast editor, Kyle G. Residual Audio. Thank you, everyone, for texting in. I have been adding your names throughout the show to get you in the contact list, so we know exactly who's texting in. Thank you for joining us, Aaron and Billy Joe. Thank you. Song list has been updated. Ooh. What happened?
I just got to read this two last texts.
Go ahead.
So the first one, AJ said, these folks are going to gut PSEF. Portland is where progress comes to die.
Yikes.
And Michelle said, honestly, don't worry too much about people understanding who haven't lived in Portland, because it's the same dang story in every city in the U.S. Where can I live where someone isn't trying to pick my pocket for a new stadium?
Period.
Thank you. Please
Period.
start to write the show, Michelle.
But you know the deal. Don't let the individuals distract you from the systems. Poverty is a policy choice. People over profits, power to the people. None of us are free until we are all free. Thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned for Tom Hartman. And if you're not busy this Sunday, you can catch me either at the museum or you can catch us at No Request. And No Request, we are doing our De La Soul Jay Dilla tribute this Sunday from 6 to 9. But yeah, catch you on the other side.
Bye.